So I'm Alex,
I'm Cruz.
and this is Nostalgia Junkies, your raddest and hippest podcast talking about all things 90s, 80s, 2000s, pop culture, video games, you name it. We talk about it
Mhm.
because we're nostalgic for it.
Correct.
So let's talk about one of the biggest announcements over the last few weeks, or at least biggest to me,
Yes, correct.
because we had just talked about this on the podcast not too long ago.
Mhm.
I'm a big Power Rangers fan,
So am I.
and Power Rangers got no love this past year.
No, it did. I mean, for the last couple years, I feel like it's been, on the back burner a little bit.
But I mean, it got like anti love this year. I
Yeah,
mean, let's be real. Hasbro got rid of the toy rights. They
correct.
sold that off to Playmates. They
Mhm.
announced they're coming out with a game, but then did no press release for it.
Correct.
They pulled the Lightning collection from shelves,
Yeah.
and that was it. And they killed. No, they didn't kill the comic. The comic is still going,
Yeah.
but a lot. Oh, they ended the Netflix series. That's what it was. So like, Power Rangers got like anti love,
Yeah.
but they did get some love this week.
A little.
Paramount announced that they are going to be doing a new Power Rangers movie.
Yes.
So, internet Power Rangers fans, they've gone crazy. If you were a 90s kid and you grew up on Power Rangers, you know how iconic that
Mhm.
just electric guitar riff was that at the beginning. Oh, I can hear it. It's so
Yep.
beautiful. But this has now brought people wondering who is going to be the new cast.
Yeah.
And a lot of people on threads, I don't use X, I
Yeah.
don't know, but a lot of people on threads, I've been seeing it, like every other post was doing a fan casting, and it was like a 1-for-1 from Cobra Kai to Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And some of them I agree with, some of them I don't agree with, and I think it's out of my nostalgia goggles.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think about them doing fan casting of Cobra Kai? Could the Cobra Kai kids be Power Rangers?
I think we can fill some of the spots with the Cobra Kai, but not all of them. I don't think we could fill all of them with the Cobra Kai. I mean, we could try, but I feel like there's some characters that you would need to pick from another source.
I agree. I don't think it should be all just from one TV series.
Correct.
I feel like it's super lazy. Like fan casting, like Robbie Tanner Buchanan
Yeah.
from Cobra Kai as Tommy. I think he would be a really good casting because he's been able to be like that innocent Mr. Miyagi student,
Yeah.
conflicted, and then at a drop of a hat, become that vindictive, evil, rage filled Cobra Kai kid.
Yeah.
And I think he could really encapsulate the, oh, wow, I just met Kimberly. I want to ask her out on a date. I don't know she's the Pink Ranger, but she's really cute. And then all of a sudden get possessed and used by Rita Repulsa and become our Green Ranger.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see that.
Like, I think he would do a really good job.
I don't know. I mean, I could see it, but then again, I think there might be better options out there. I just we got to see him in long hair. We have to see
I
the
mean, we saw him in long hair.
but Tommy ponytail. Come on, man, it's
Yeah,
a
you're
little
right. It
bit
was a
different.
man bun. It was a
Yeah,
man
it
bun.
was a little bit different.
So if not Tanner Buchanan,
Okay,
who are you saying for Green Ranger?
so I mean, a little bit out of the box, but I think his name is Bubba something from Descendants. I think he would be a great
Are you
Tommy.
um are you talking about the kid that was in Twilight and X-Men, right?
Yes,
Boo
yes.
Boo Stewart.
Boo Boo Stewart. Yes.
I can see the yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the look at martial arts.
Mhm.
He's got it
He's
down
athletic.
packed. I think he just to me he looks like a young Tommy.
Mhm.
I feel like he would be a good option.
I know what, I could see that if bottom line, whoever gets cast in these roles,
Correct.
they need to be cast based off of their ability to play the characters. And I don't think they should be cast off of the name that they bring to the box office.
Correct. Correct.
It's not like casting RDJ as Iron Man. Like RDJ as Iron Man, originally that was kind of cast as, oh, it's Robert Downey Jr. And then he killed it.
Yeah.
Like RDJ is Iron Man.
Yeah,
Like
there's no one else that can play that part now.
but that wasn't the expectation at the
Correct,
beginning.
correct. I mean, they hit.
They
They
lucked
hit.
out.
Yeah, they hit. Yeah, it would be the same. It would, hopes that they can find a cast that for one works together great, right?
Mhm.
Because they gotta have chemistry. And then for me, it's also the look, man. You gotta resemble the characters from the old, you know,
So
so that it gives you that little hint of nostalgia, man, when you watch it.
so that's where I wanted to bring this up. One of the kids or one of the characters that's been cast or in the fan casting
Okay.
was Peyton List.
Oh,
So Peyton List in Cobra
yes.
Kai is one of my favorite characters. I love the way that she can kind of play both sides.
Mhm.
And this whole last season, from season 5 into season 6, it she is by far, I think, out of the younger actors and actresses, the most compelling in my opinion.
Yeah.
The way that she carries like these emotional scenes, it's with more gravity than anyone else on
Yeah.
that show.
Um, I can't really speak a ton on it because I'm still trying to catch up. I'm still on the earlier seasons. My daughter's watched all. I know, Cruz,
It
you're
gets good.
such. So I'm yeah. I'm trying to catch up. The show's great. I'm just like I said, a lot of seasons. What season 4, 5 now?
6.
6 already. So yeah, I
And
got I
if
got a
you are
ways to go.
watching Cobra Kai, beginning of season 6 and her story,
Mm-hmm. Serious?
oh my gosh,
Okay.
it is
Good.
yeah, this and if you watch the beginning of season 6, you'll know why I say
Yeah.
she's the best
Yeah.
actress. That being said, Peyton List has been fan cast as one of the Power Rangers. That information said, there's really only 2 options for her out of the
Yeah.
original 5. Who do you think she'd be cast as? You have no idea, you don't remember?
Pink Ranger, come on.
Like, that again, I would say Pink Ranger. She
Don't
was
tell me.
fan cast as the Yellow Ranger.
Really? But I mean, she was so like mellow through there wasn't like ups and downs in her
So
character.
so they had fan cast her as the Yellow Ranger
Okay.
because of the Yellow Ranger's banter with Billy. And they think that
Oh,
Peyton List can have that banter.
okay. I see
I
that.
I can see that. I can see that banter more from her Disney Channel era than her
Mhm.
Cobra Kai. However, I I don't think she's the right casting for the Yellow Ranger.
No, me either.
I I really think she'd be better as a Pink Ranger. She's just not who I'm thinking. If I had to like pick someone, so I know you're not watching the new season of Cobra Kai, but there's a character called Zara Malik in Cobra Kai,
Mhm.
and that actress, that is who I think would be a really good
Yellow Ranger.
Yellow Ranger. If we're gonna pick somebody from Cobra Kai to be the Yellow Ranger, it has to be Zara Malik.
Yeah.
I feel like she embodies more of the Yellow Ranger spirit.
Mhm.
I mean, really, if we want to go one for one and put her character from Cobra Kai into Power Rangers, she's not Rita, but Scorpina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's her character.
Okay.
Like, wait till you meet her.
Okay.
She's a little pistol.
Yeah.
It's great. Wow, I sound old. You can tell I'm
Yeah.
about to be a dad. A pistol.
Pistol.
Wow.
She's a little
She's a
pistol.
little pissed. So if you don't know, most likely between the recording of this episode and when this episode comes out,
Correct.
I'm gonna be a father. So if there's a little slowdown in the release of episodes, that's why. It's because my family and I are adjusting to having a baby, but woo, having a kid. So back to Cobra Kai. Uh, I think she would be a good casting. Peyton List, I think, would be a really good Pink Ranger. You mentioned something about the Black Ranger earlier.
Yeah. So I seen again fan casting people, and I don't know his name, but he's the
Kenny Payne.
yeah. So I saw fans say Kenny Payne for Zach, and I really like that option. I think for I'm a big guy on the looks of a character
Mhm.
matching the original as close as possible. And I think embodies the look of Zach, the Black Ranger. I think I like it. I saw it right
Mhm.
away and I was like, man, that's a good choice. And
I
obviously, there's a ton of great young actors now that can play that part, but just seeing him and then remembering Zach, I was like, yes, perfect match.
so I can see Kenny Payne being Zach. I really like Kenny's character in Cobra Kai. Uh, so one of the things that's been the big argument is the racial casting.
Yes.
Like if the black, because also I got a little annoyed because someone was mouthing off in threads because like, oh, because the Black Ranger was black and the Yellow Ranger was Asian. I'm like, it has nothing to do with
No,
it.
definitely
Like it
doesn't.
just happened to be that way. I don't know if maybe Haim Saban was
It all
thinking
changed
something,
in the
but
movie
it
anyways.
well, and it changed. It changed because they had all the different renditions.
Yeah,
But
doesn't matter.
the original cast was diverse. I feel like if we cast, Peyton List as the Yellow Ranger, now we're starting to whitewash the cast
Correct.
because even in the original source material, I guess not the original source material, but the comics, Trini's always been Asian.
Correct.
It wasn't until the Power Rangers movie that came out
Recently,
2019, I think it was,
18, 19, yeah.
that they
Changed it.
changed it.
They changed it.
And then they made Billy Black,
Yeah.
which honestly I really like that version of Billy.
Yeah, but again, it was the actor that played it, right? He's played that type of character in other movies and it just worked. It was really good.
And that's why I've said, and we've been saying, whoever they cast needs to be cast because they can play the part,
Correct.
not because of the name that they bring, and it really not because of what they
Yeah.
look like. That being said, with the Black Ranger, if we wanted to go with the Adam Park version,
Mhm.
I know you haven't gotten to season 6 yet, but the character who plays Kwong, oh my gosh, he would be
Really?
so good. Yes. Like this guy, phenomenal martial artist and can carry himself in a scene.
Nice.
Like he needs to be the Adam Park version.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I mean, it's going to be very interesting as soon as we start seeing who exactly got cast for the characters. I'm excited. We're what, a year or two out from the movie being released?
The new Power Rangers movie is supposed to release late 2026.
Okay, so a year and change. Yeah.
I'll be surprised if it's late 2026.
I'm saying early 27 is when it comes out.
I think there'll be delays, there'll be something.
Yeah.
They still have to do all the casting. I mean, who's going to play Zordon?
Mm,
Like I like Bryan Cranston as Zordon.
that's a good choice.
He was good in the last one.
Just keep them.
This time we do Ralph Macchio.
No, no. John
Wax on,
Leguizamo,
young
dude.
Ranger.
John Leguizamo. Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Zordon.
It's the morphing grid.
No,
Oh,
I'm excited. Obviously, it's a couple years out. But yeah, man, we finally get one. Team Ranger.
hopefully, and I'm hoping this series actually sticks.
Do do have they said anything about the story? Is it gonna start with the going back to the original
So what I'm wondering,
source material, like
the
when they
original
all,
five,
yeah, the
Goldar, and
original five,
quite
high school, and
honestly,
kind of grow with them throughout the movies, just like Stranger Things did with their
mhm,
characters, right? They started very young and kind of grew. Because I would love to see the Power Rangers in college.
yeah, yeah,
The college
yeah.
years.
What is it? Saved by the Bell college years.
Yeah, the Ranger years.
Okay. So thoughts.
Okay,
I think you have to do an origin story of some sort
correct.
because you can't just start with them being the Power Rangers.
Rangers already.
Yeah, I think the way to kind of do it, and this is my opinion, I don't think they should do like a original origin story, not like how we had Tobey Maguire Spider Man and we completely rebooted with Andrew Garfield. I think we need to kind of merge and pick up almost like it's like Tom Holland, like they did just become Spider Man or they did just become the Power Rangers, but now they're doing it for a little bit, like have like a montage towards the beginning of the movie of them figuring it out. Because the last one that came out, the 2017, 18, 19 movie, it took them like 45, 50 minutes to figure out they were Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Then it had another like 15 minutes of them learning their powers, learning the Zord, fighting Goldar, and a movie.
But if they're gonna create a series out of it, then you don't have to have a start, middle, and end to every movie. You leave it on a cliffhanger, moving on to the next one.
So what I'm thinking, we do kind of the Green with Envy storyline.
Mhm.
That 6 part that 6 part episode, that's what they do for the movie. So kind of merge the origin of the Power Rangers, and when Zordon chooses his 5, Rita chooses her 1. And that's how we start the movie.
I like it.
And we basically just do that 6 episode run as the movie, because then there were so many storylines that happened after that,
Yeah.
when it was like, the Green Ranger lost his power and became the White Ranger. That can be movie number 2.
Yep.
When they all had to basically give up their Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and become the Ninjetti or get the Lightning Collection or
Yeah.
whatever it was. I forget what
Yeah.
all their other Rangers, all their other
Yeah.
Zords to
All
market and
yeah,
sell their
correct.
toys. But whatever like that next shift was, when they went from like the Tyrannosaurus, Gorilla, like
Yeah.
whenever they made that switch, that's what I think the next movie should be. Like movie 1 be the original 5 and Tommy becoming the Green Ranger.
Mhm.
Movie 2, Tommy becoming the White Ranger. Movie 3, shifting the Zords.
Yeah.
And then you can keep doing that.
Yeah.
You could even do you could even just keep them as the Mighty Morphin and pull from the comics.
Yeah.
Like
I
they
mean,
could
there's so many ways to go.
do the
They
Lord Draken story.
dude, there's Power Rangers, there's so much, man. Like,
The what if Tommy was evil story was the best story.
yeah. Yeah.
But let's move into our little next segment here.